Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, I am going to be having the first episode of a series in which I am going to be mastering PvP one step at a time. And while mastering these items in a specific area of PvP, I'll also be giving you guys some neat little tips and tricks as we go on. So, let's get right into it. Today, I'm going to be attempting to learn all the extra items and utilities that are used in PvP. These items give me a major advantage over my opponent because I can not only evade his attacks, but I can also counter it very well. So, let's start off with the wind charge. The wind charge is one of the most simple things, I must say. The wind charge is newly added and it has two major functions. First of all, say this zombie is my enemy. I can blast him with a wind charge to knock him back. Second of all, I can use the wind charge to catapult over my opponent and attack. Okay, again I'll show you guys. Like that. So that's pretty much it. The wind charge is very simple. There is another function of the wind charge, but it will be coming up a bit later, so stick around for that. So here's an example of me using the wind charge. The next item is the ender pearl. The ender pearl has been in the game for some time now, but it is pretty useful. I can use it to get out of sticky situations because imagine if the zombie is chasing me, I can just throw the ender pearl and I'm safe and I'm out of his reach. This is great in PvP if you want to go ahead and heal. And the second purpose, fall behind your enemy and start attacking. This is also really useful because, well, it does not give your enemy much time to react and they have to quickly turn around and start hitting you. Which is why the ender pearl is also amazingly useful. There's another function of the ender pearl, and that is throw it into the air straight up and then follow it with a wind charge. This is known as pearl catching. I just failed this pearl catch, so it is a bit difficult to master. And when you land, you, it, it sends you up really high into the air because the ender pearl thinks of the wind charge as an entity. So it assumes that it teleports the player up, and this is especially useful in maze PvP. Here is a clip of me using the ender pearl in a battle. Next up, we have the water bucket. The water bucket is a multifunctional tool, except for the usual water bucket clutch like that to prevent fall damage. There is another thing you can do with water buckets, and that will lead us into the next thing, cobwebs. Cobwebs, as you can see right here, you can use it to trap your opponent like so. It slows down their movement and gives you a lot of time to attack them. And it's pretty useful overall. But imagine you get trapped in a cobweb. What do you do? What do you do? Look down and just place a water bucket. It's really simple, and it's pretty efficient if you ask me. Cobweb has a few more use cases other than just trapping your opponent. Say this zombie is chasing me. I can just look back and place a cobweb in its path, and I can freely hit it. Also, if somebody wind charges up, you can place cobwebs beneath them like so they get trapped in it and it gives you time to hit them. You can escape cobwebs with water buckets, chorus root, and ender pearls. So make sure about that. And again, it's a very simple mechanic. Here's an example of me using the cobweb and the water bucket. Chorus root is extremely useful because oh no, I'm getting chased by zombies. I can eat chorus root and get teleported to somewhere else. It's especially useful when you don't want to spend your ender pearls, or if you're playing on servers where ender pearls are not allowed, which is why chorus root is a valuable asset, and it can help you escape cobwebs. However, the chorus root is a late game item, so it is a bit more difficult to get. Be aware of that. Next up, we have the bottle O enchanting, or an XP bottle. Now, say your armor has mending, however, it has very low durability. In that case, you can make distance from you and your opponent and start applying your bottles of enchanting. As you can see on the side of my hotbar, the durability of my armor is going up, and with a stack of XP bottles, it has gone up its durability quite a bit, enough for me to go back to comfortably fighting. It is that you need mending to use XP bottles, and you do not want your armor to break. You always want to repair it, even if you repair it very little. Don't forget to repair your armor. It could cost you everything. And trust me, if your armor breaks, it's just worse for you in every possible way. If you're wondering how I'm getting my armor pieces, which are normally shown in your inventory, shown on the side of my hotbar, it's because I use a mod called Uku's Armor HUD. This one. It's super good. It shows me my armor, and if my armor is at 1 durability, it'll show some exclamation marks above my armor, telling me that I have to repair it or get a backup set. Next up, we have the lava bucket. The lava bucket's an interesting item. It's mostly used in the build UHC kit because the lava bucket sets your enemy on fire and does quick damage. However, if you're using your lava bucket in build UHC, make sure to be fast with it and to aim precisely, because you do not want to be losing your lava. Because if you do, you're just in a super. So here's a clip of me using the lava bucket. Next, we have firework rocket. There are two types of firework rockets. One has a simple flight duration written on it, and the other has a giant name. If you blast both of them off, one will have no difference, while the other is sort of like a real life firework. There is a major difference between these two types of fireworks. The one with the short name, only written flight duration 3, is meant for elytras. Because now I can go and start flying with no problems at all. However, the other one, which has any color in its name, along with anything like small ball, is meant for crossbows. So you can offhand those rockets, as you can see here, go to your crossbow and load it with your projectile, the firework rocket. This I can use it to blast on those zombies, and it does some quick damage, especially if you pair it with the multi-shot enchantment. Do not, whatever you do not fly with the rockets with a large name. It deals damage to me. You want to know how? Look at this. The firework explosion damages me. And you don't want that, so be careful on which firework you use. And finally, the last item before we move on to the complete next section is the Totem of Undying. The Totem of Undying is especially useful because other than just looking cool, say I am on 2 hearts, extremely low, right? And this random zombie kills me. Boom! Extra life right there. Especially in Crystal PvP, you need to know how to offhand your totem extremely quickly. So, aspiring Crystal players out there, there you go. Just be fast with your toteming. Here's an example of me using the totem. We move on to the next section, which is potions. So you have to know how to use them effectively if you want to have the advantage. There are 4 types of potions which you'll use commonly in any fight. Those are the potion of strength, the potion of swiftness, the potion of fire resistance, and the potion of the turtle master. There are many differences between these potions, but I'll show it to you very simply. The potion of strength gives me an increased attack damage, so I can kill things faster. It increases my attack damage by 6. The potion of speed 2 increases my speed by 40%. The potion of fire resistance, it's very simple. It makes me immune to fire damage, lava damage, all that. The potion of turtle master. This is an extremely unique potion and it should be used very sparingly. Why? If I splash it, I get slowness 6 but resistance 4. So I move very slowly but I take so little damage, so I can use it in fights to reheal very quickly. And that's about it on explaining all the stuff. Now it's time to show you guys, and that's about it on all the explaining stuff. So guys, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please do like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Leave a comment for how I can improve my gameplay and my video. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.